Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, there's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And they will not get it through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Cincinnati.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Over the middle, complete. It's Tate.
And the Bengals are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
He'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught by Tate. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3 yards remain for second down.
He'll drop to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Here's Jackson to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far.
But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Jackson on 1st down. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And, Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
To throw is Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Hey, check back, 6.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. In trouble, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 46 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. The point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He's not going to get me. Check. 18 Cotton.
Nixon will try the right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up here to Camp. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll look nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
152 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down.
They'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
2nd and 5. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
On 1st down, Mixon. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
A gain of a yard brings us 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.